Hello, everyone. So, today for this thought piece, I'm going to be discussing important aspects of team dynamics, which are pretty much team norms. So, team norms are pretty much like informal rules or like shared expectations that regulate behavior within a team. Every team, whether at school, work, or even in sports, develops norms that influence how members interact, communicate, and make decisions. Now, some norms emerge naturally while others are deliberately established. When norms are strong and positive, they help teams function efficiently and minimize misunderstandings. However, dysfunctional norms can create problems like procrastination, conflict, or even pretty much like a lack of accountability. So, in this thought piece, I'll explore why team norms matter and how they can be managed and share an example. So, what are team norms and why do they matter? So, team norms develop for a few key reasons. One major reason is pretty much the belief that norms they improve team performance and well-being. And so when everyone follows the same unwritten rules, collaboration becomes easier, and so reduce uncertainty as well kind of happens, so that team members know what's expected and kind of what they should contribute to the team, and again, minimizing confusion and potential conflicts. So, just like a brief example, like in a workplace setting, for example, a team may have a norm where everyone responds to emails within the 24 hours or within the same day. Again, this creates predictability and just allows smooth communication and just prevents any delays. But again, not all norms are beneficial. Some teams develop dysfunctional norms that again can harm productivity and relationships. So, for instance, like if a team member, normalizes missing deadlines or not completing their work on time, or just allowing certain people to like overshadow quieter members, for example, these habits become again part of the team culture, making it harder to change. And so over time, these like negative norms can lead to stress, disengagement, low morale, and even just resentment and just discourse within the team. So ways to manage the team norms effectively includes, or here are some positive norms, let's say. So there's select team members that carefully. So, again, teams work best when members share similar values or have a history of working together or working well together. Again, this reduces friction and helps create a positive work culture. Next would be clearly define expectations earlier on rather than waiting later. So, when you first form your teams, ensure that there are clear ground rules and what you're expected of each member, so that everything goes smoothly, there's clear communication, no issues. And again, like simple things like agreeing on response times, meeting etiquette, or just any decision making process can again make a huge difference with the flow of communication. Next would be identify and address negative norms. So again, if there are certain behaviors that are impacting or negatively impacting the cohesiveness of the team, it's important to call them out, guide them towards better practices, and again, just improve the overall interactions. Um, yeah, next, let's talk about introducing team based rewards. So, we can recognize members for their positive behavior and can just again reinforce good norms while discouraging bad ones. Uh, Next, we can talk about providing ongoing coaching and feedback, and then disband teams, if necessary, if it comes to extreme case. So, by actively managing norms, teams can create an environment where members feel valued, appreciated, and just motivated to participate. So, a real world example of the impact of team norms is something that I personally experienced during a meeting at one of my old jobs. So at first, our team, developed a bad habit of procrastination. There were supposed to be deadlines, but a lot of coworkers kind of waited to the last minute. No one wanted to take the lead, and so certain tasks were constantly delayed. And then again, we ended up, in an instance where we had to work in a group project together within the workplace. We ended up rushing everything, completing it last minute, and then not presenting a reasonable task. So this created pretty much like a very stressful environment where team members, again, they became frustrated, they're stressed, and they kind of oftentimes as well blamed each other for just not holding one another accountable. And again, it was very unorganized. And as we kind of realized how dysfunctional this was, we decided to change our approach by again establishing new norms. So, having clear individual deadlines, having weekly check-ins to ensure that everyone's doing their assigned part correctly, and then also using a shared Google Doc or a document to ensure that we can see that everyone's doing their work on time and everyone's completing what they were assigned in a timely manner. And so again, once we changed these norms, the dynamic of our team, it completely shifted. Everyone became more engaged. The tasks were completed at a timely manner, and again, the negative performance was decreased. And so team norms or this was a perfect example of why team norms are so crucial and a part of team dynamics. Again, influencing everything from communication to productivity. And so when norms are clear, positive, and well managed, they help teams collaborate effectively. But again, when they become dysfunctional, they can create stress, inefficiencies, and frustration.